Happy Hydrasesh Monday! Yay! I'm so glad. This is the best way to finish your Monday is to do a Hydrasesh. So I wanted to make sure that I said hi really quick, and then we're going to get started right away. So you can, whether you're watching this or the replay, you should have all of your samples laid out in front of you. We will let you know which sample that we are using at what time. And then after that, if you don't have the samples, you can always follow along and see what we're doing and kind of make notes on things that you hear about or that you that we talked about that you want to know more about. So we're going to go through the entire Hydra session together. This is a gift from all of us to you. We love doing this with you so much because it is, a lot of you may have some of these products, but this is absolutely the most pampering session that we have. It does take a full hour. So for those of you who get distracted or whatever, I just want to make sure I let you know up front to get the full benefit and really go through the entire session. It does take a full hour because some of the products have to sit. So, but with that, it's going to fly right by. And at the end, you are going to want to jump through the screen to thank us for walking you through this because it feels so amazing. So I am Karen, and I'm going to introduce myself a little bit later on because we are going to start getting the products on our faces. So I have my girlfriends here with me, Sarah and Barbara, and you're going to get to meet them a little bit later as they talk and chat, because if we don't start, we'll be here till midnight. So let's get our faces feeling fabulous. So I don't know where you were today, but where we live, it was a little bit warmer. Sarah, a little bit warmer than that. So whether you're cold, warm, or whatever, this is going to be what you need. So we are going to go ahead and grab our first samples, which is the charcoal mat, or which is the cleanser and the Microderm Refine. Okay, so in full size, they look like this. You'll have your samples in front of you, but we're going to use this differently. Usually you use these opposite of each other. Today we are going to combine them. We're going to put a little bit of cleanser. You only need a pea size and just a dollop of the Microderm, because we are going to do some deep exfoliation first. The first several steps are exfoliation, and then the second set of steps are all hydration. So let's get started. So go ahead and wet your face. Hopefully your hair is back or you're ready to roll. We are going to be getting our faces clean. I am also going to be quickly taking off my eye makeup remover because I am not coming back around at the end of this amazing session to put this on my eyes. So eye makeup remover is super important because it's going to gently hydrate and condition your lashes, okay? And then it's going to allow your lashes not to be so brittle. You shouldn't really ever sleep with eye makeup on. And girls, I am literally getting ready for bed right along with you. So is Barb. We all are. Sarah will tell you what she's doing in a few minutes. So, okay, so my eye makeup's off. Get your face nice and wet, and you're going to put your cleanser and your Microderm Refine. So the cleanser, it's a very gentle cleanser. You're going to see how foamed up it gets. I don't know. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Wendy. I'm not sure if you have ever used this one. Some of you are using the TimeWise 3D, and some of you may be using this Value Firm set. The Value Firm set is really for anybody who wants a little extra oomph in their cleanser. So right now I can feel, and you should too, I can feel the cleanser which is it has plant stem cells in it, which is really great for your skin and reparative. Okay, so we're using more of a reparative set tonight, which is really nice. So I don't know if you guys have a favorite. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you. If you girls have a favorite cleanser that you already use with Mary Kay, go ahead and let us know. This one is our like I said, it's more of the reparative set. So once you get that microderm on, go ahead and enjoy. You can feel that physical exfoliation. I usually feel that on my microderm days, but this is just moving it in. So because we're doing such a deep exfoliation, we're not going to do the microderm all by itself, okay? And if I am moving at a pace that's a little bit too fast for you, just let me know in the comments. Okay, and then when you get that on, Barbara's taking hers off. We are going to take off this entire combination of cleanser and refine. The refine, let me tell you a little bit about the refine as we take it off our face. So we already cleansed, and now we're taking the refine and removing both of those pieces. Normally you use them separate. We used them together. And a lot of you who have never used our microderm refine, okay, it's a microdermabrasion, you are going to think you're done. You are going to think that your face is fully exfoliated. This exfoliator that we just used, it actually, these aluminum oxide crystals get right into, they're perfectly portioned to get into your pores, so it can scrape out the dead skin that builds up in there. So we need to remove that, not only to clear out our pores, to avoid blackheads and all that stuff, but it really does take off an entire layer of dead skin. So the reason we combined it is because we're going to be doing several different layers of exfoliation tonight. So once you washed and exfoliated with the first two steps, the cleanser and the microdermabrasion, go ahead and give your face a little dab and dry it off. If you're just joining us, we just did a cleanser and step one, microderm refine. Go ahead and give yourself a nice wash, and you'll be able to catch up during the next step with Sarah as we do our next exfoliation, okay? So doesn't that feel good? I know for those of you who've never used the microderm, you should feel your face. It just feels really, really great. So you can use this as well on your chest and your neck, but I forgot to wear a V-neck, so I can't do that on mine today. So awesome. I know our face feels so clean. We're like, okay, we're ready for bed. Oh, we have so much more for you. So Sarah's going to take us into our next step, and then she's going to get introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So my name is Sarah Biddlecom. I have some guests on. I'm just saying hi to you guys, you girls. I've been in Mary Kay for 13 years. And I mean, obviously my favorite thing is the flexibility, because I'm at St. Pete's Beach and my family's all here. There's like 24 of us, and they're all, I don't know, somewhere around the pier here. And I was like, I gotta go work for a half hour, an hour, so I'll be gone a little bit. And they're like, okay, goodbye. So, it's just, I'm just excited that I can work my business around my family and our vacation too. So thanks for being on. The skin is gonna love you for it. So the second step is, and I'm not doing all the steps because, I'm out here and people are actually thinking, look like I'm videoing them and I'm talking to my phone, but that are walking by. But the next step is actually I have the charcoal mask. Is that correct? Oh, Karen. Yeah. You see Karen's face? The charcoal mask, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorites. It's actually both my son and daughter's favorite. And what you do is you take the charcoal mask out and you put that, you can put it in your T-zone oily area, but you can also put it in your whole face, the whole area, nose, everything. And it's going to pull, it's like a magnet. It has activated charcoal in there. It's going to pull out everything out of your pores and make your pores appear to look smaller. Our pores stay the same size, but we'd like them to look smaller. And this cleans them out and pulls all the gunk out. So when it starts to dry on your face, it's going to go on wet and you start to look like, the Hulk. When it starts to dry, it's going to have little spots there. And that's actually it doing its job. And then you're going to after you put it on, we're gonna leave it on for about, I mean, if you have it on now, probably take about 10 minutes, I don't know, or less.
Mhm.
But you can do it for 10 minutes normally. And then you'd wash it off with warm water. We also are doing the lip scrub, which I don't think everyone would have. It's not a sample we give out, but if you have it as a product, you can put that on too and do an exfoliation on your lips. Thanks, Karen. And I do have here's the visual of whoops. Oh my goodness. The charcoal mask, the clear blue charcoal mask. So I did bring it with me. I'm walking around here with it. And if you put the mask on your lips, that's going to actually pull off and just kind of exfoliate the dead skin instead of, I don't know, now that I'm down here, I can feel my skin just breathing a sigh of relief with the warm weather. But in the winter, my lips get so chapped, and I sometimes rip that stuff off instead of knowing to use my sugar scrub, and your lips will bleed from it. It's just so bad. So it's so good to use that, exfoliate your lips as well. And then that's actually just those two steps now. And then eventually you'll take that off as well with the mask. You can leave the lips, you can leave on for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then you can take that off with a warm cloth as well. But that sugar scrub is awesome. It tastes good, but you shouldn't eat it. Yeah, you shouldn't eat it.
I'm going to lick it. I'm just really
Yeah,
hungry.
it's delicious.
So Sarah, Linda says hi, and she wanted to let you know that she is jealous of where you are.
I know she's supposed to come with me, but they all have wine. I gave my girls all wine. So.
That's so fun. That's so fun. So you can party from a distance. You can party from a distance. So thank you, Sarah. And for those of you who think that we're like super mean and we're making her work on her vacation, we gave her the option to not, and she was so excited to come on and see you. So we're pushing her away in like a few minutes, but she wanted to say hi and introduce herself to the other girls who don't know who she is. So she'll be watching from backstage. You'll see her in the comments and stuff, but she is there. So she at least wanted to come and say hi because she really, really loves doing this with her customers. It just so happens that the day we planned it, we didn't think about the fact that it was a vacation. So thank you, Sarah, for walking us through the charcoal mask.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So anyways, so that charcoal mask, okay, so mine's light and Barbara's is a little bit darker. It does not make a difference. During the Hydra session, it doesn't particularly make a difference whether you wear it super heavy or on the lighter side, because we just did a nice physical exfoliation of our skin. So it works a little bit faster. So you don't need the full 20 minutes during the Hydra session. You can use 10 minutes. And as we were talking about the microdermabrasion, Kristen made a comment, which is very true. So I know this is a good thing we're like in this nice closed group, because this is where we're going to tell all of our girlfriends' secrets. So yes, I mean, this is not from Mary Kay Corporate or from our scientists. This is from scientist Kristen that she's watching with us. And she said she likes to use her microdermabrasion in her armpits. So, which definitely there is layers of dead skin that can happen in that area. So she likes to do that because then she feels like she gets a nice clean. Now, again, the same thing, you don't use that every day, but a little dollop will do you. That's how we say, that's what we think about Mary Kay, a little dollop will do you. So that's just like her little tidbit that she wanted to share. So thank you, Kristen. Yes, she's like, yes, it is. And so you may not be able to see everybody's comments here because we have a couple different streams, but that's okay. I'll make sure that I tell you what they are. Kristen did also ask if the charcoal mask is supposed to go right underneath your eyes, and it is supposed to say below. So whenever you are dealing, and that's a really good question.
Yeah, avoid your lip area and your eye area. I'm sorry, I didn't say that, but
no, that's totally fine. So you definitely want to make sure anytime you mask, anything that you do with your face, your serums, your creams, your mask, anything at all, you want to make sure that you pretend you have cucumbers on your eyes and you keep those things away from your eyes. The only things that you use on your eyes are products made for your eyes. So we still have a few minutes left on our charcoal mask. And for those of you who have not had the opportunity to meet me, I just want to introduce myself to you. Maybe I'll take off my lips really quick because I've had those on. I was going to lick them off. So yummy. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Karen, and I get the honor and the privilege of working and sharing my life with these beautiful women. We do things together. I am not their boss, I'm their friend. And we love to brainstorm ways to pamper and gift and appreciate our customers all the time. So, just for you being on today, these girls and myself included, we already have a list and we're getting ready to get your name into our next monthly giveaway. So make sure that when your consultant texts you for the next one, you let her know that you got her message and you're going to be there, because that's the one that we give away the purses. And I know some of you on here have already been the winners of some of those purses. That doesn't exclude you from any future drawings. That just means you're super lucky and you're super smart, because you keep coming back, because you know we love you and we want you there. We want our customers there. So that's why we do these types of things. So I'm so glad that you're here tonight. But I have been building my business for 15 years and it has been awesome. So it has gone with me. So life doesn't go like this, right? Life never goes straight. It never goes on the straight and narrow path. Life is like this constantly for the whole 15 years. So when I started my business, I remember thinking to myself, I don't know, this might not be the best time. My kids were all tiny, right? And I'm so good. Yay, Wendy, I'm so glad you're going to be there. And I'm so glad that I did, because my next reason for not starting would have been the next roller coaster bump in my life. And when that roller coaster bump started, then the next one would have come along and deterred me. So I really scared. I just made a decision and I thought to myself, you know what? I don't have to know all the answers. I just have to have enough faith in myself to try something new. And that's what I did. Did I expect that I was going to love it? Absolutely not. But I'm so glad that I took the time to do that. So prior to Mary Kay, I was a teacher in West Seneca, New York, and I loved my students. So yes, I was the teacher that danced around the room and threw parties when they did something great. I loved it. I really did. So I didn't resign from my position for any other reason except I wanted a little bit more balance. I was feeling a little bit pulled in all these different directions. And I just was so blessed that I found something like this that gave me the chance to have a little something for myself, earn extra income, and be able to provide a little bit more balance. So, and I applaud, I don't know if any of you are teachers out there, but I applaud you. It is such a great profession, and I'm sure your students love you very, very much. So we are just about at the time to take off our charcoal mask. But before we do, I want you to take a peek and look and see if you have any discoloration on your skin. So when you have, let me just check the time. Okay, maybe one more minute. If you have like black dots coming through on your face, or you have dark areas and light areas, that is because the mask has dried and has started extracting the excess oils and impurities. So you want that. The best part about removing the charcoal mask is that you can just wipe it off gently with some nice warm water, because when you get those masks that are like in the TJ Maxx aisle, and I'm not putting them down, but sometimes those lower quality masks do have glue in them so that you feel, right? It's all about the feeling. So you feel like you're actually getting something off your face. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's attaching to the hair on your face. Maybe it's attaching to the top layer of skin. That's not supposed to happen. The impurities are coming through, and then we gently wash them away, rinse them away. We don't wash them. We rinse them away. So that's why I love the charcoal mask so very, very, very much. So Sarah, do you have anything else to add about the charcoal mask as we get ready to take it off?
Yes. Use it. When you buy it, don't save it. It's wonderful.
I like that. Don't save it. That's so true.
Yeah, use it. You have a lot. You'd last a long time. It's very inexpensive and it works great.
It does.
So,
and if there's anyone out there that's used our charcoal mask before, if you like the way it feels, or there's something specific that you like about it, feel free to share it with us for sure. But Sarah's right. Like, our charcoal mask is only $24. That is, and you can, a ton of applications out of it. It just depends on whether you put a little bit or a lot. Each application can be a little slightly different, so you can get what you need. I'm like, oh, I hope I have it all off. Girls will see me in my rare form tonight, right? I love it. So this is just use it. I agree with you, Sarah. And I say that with all of our products because you don't need a lot to do what you're supposed to do. However, if you're just looking at it in the bottle because you don't want to apply it and run out of it, it's definitely not giving you the benefits for sure. For sure. So when you do that, I call this my little peppermint patty because it smells so great. So you can go ahead and you can just fan your face, dry it off. You can take a minute and grab some more water if you need to. And then we're going to move on to our next steps. So Sarah, if we lose you, if you make sure you can watch us in the comments, but have fun with your beautiful family.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for being on. Have fun. Your skin definitely will love it at the end. So
absolutely.
You should be thanking me. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Listen,
you.
She is flat out honest, okay? So you should be thanking her.
Just feeling warm and sassy. So yeah. No, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Your skin's going to love it.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to go on to our third step. While you're taking off that charcoal mask, and we're going to meet Barbara in just a little bit. Maybe she'll pop on and I'll have her introduce herself while we're at our next masking session. Okay, so we are still in the exfoliation section of our Hydra session, but right now for the convenience of time, we are going to do a little hydration and exfoliation together, okay? You can do these separately during a Hydra session. We are only doing them together because of the amount of time that we have. So the next, I'm going to put this right here, see if you can see it, okay? These are our hydrogel eye patches. So we are going to apply these. I know for those of you that have samples and you got this is probably like the one thing that you've been waiting for that you're so excited to put on your face. I know, I get it. So the thin side goes in, and I don't have my mirror. That's the one thing I did forget was my mirror. So I'm just going to do this through the screen. I'm just going to do this through the screen, okay? And maybe you can grab a peek at that like that. So the thin side goes in almost like a teardrop, and then you can, oh, Linda, I know. I knew that you would be feeling my love for these patches when I talked about these. So they come in a jar. They look like this. There's 30 pairs in each jar. And for those of you, I'm glad you have them. And for those of you who are trying a sample, these are our hydration stages. I'm going to explain these to you in a minute. I just want to make sure we get the next mask on and the next piece on, and then I'll explain it, okay? So you can go ahead and put these on. One thing about your eye area, when you put things around your eyes, it's okay if they're a little bit low because anything in your eyes is going to seep upward. So it's going to hit the area. You absolutely do not need to push these so close to your lashes that you feel like you're getting a hydrogel right inside your eyeball, okay? So you just put them on and then go ahead and put them in place. I wish I could see. Okay. All right. There we go. I think I'm good. Barbara, she's so prepared with her mirror. I look like I'm ready making a mess of myself. So that's why we got to do this with our girlfriends, right? Okay. So the next thing that goes with our eye patches, we're going to put on our glycolic acid. Okay. It's called Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. And this is exactly what it does. It's a peel. It's a chemical peel for your skin. That's why I said we're doing multiple levels of exfoliation tonight. This is important. So I'm going to give you a minute to grab it and open your sample because once you put this on, this can only stay on your face for 10 minutes. I'm actually going to set my timer right now because you do not want to do this too long. It's very important to make sure that you are doing this only for the amount of time that you have. So you're going to take a little piece. If you put it on the back of your hand when you squirt it on or you push it out of your packet and you use the extra there, you're going to see that sometimes you'll see that some of the dead skin on the back of your hand starts to come up. Okay. So this is going to go on your cheeks. And it's also going to go on your forehead. You can put it right up here in your line area, but you're just putting on a nice light layer in these places, okay? So get this all over. And just a really, don't hit your nose. Don't want to forget our little nose. Okay. All right. So now this chemical exfoliator is on our skin. I'm setting my timer. Okay. If you're a couple seconds behind us, it's okay. You may feel a slight tingling with this mask. That is okay. It doesn't mean that it's not working. It means that you're feeling it. Some of you will have that tingle and some of you will not. Okay, so there's no right or wrong way. All right. So let me tell you about these hydrogel eye patches really quick. The hydrogel eye patches, if you haven't had the chance to try them, what you just put on your face, those patches are full of hydrogel. So it's suspended in there until it meets your skin. Then it is absorbed from the patch onto your face. Now, when you use your hydrogel eye patches, you are working on dark circles. You are working on puffiness. That's a huge piece, a huge benefit of this. Especially, I always say, pack your bags, not these ones. So you're always taking away that puffiness. Dark circles, wrinkles, hydration. Hydration under our eyes is so important because our eyes cannot produce their own moisture. So we have to put it there artificially, which is a really key fact. I'm going to give you a little tip. Now, Kristen's not going to tell you to put this on your armpits, I promise. But for your eye area, you have to, remember we said in the beginning, only use eye products on your eyes because your skin doesn't know the difference. So if you put a facial moisturizer under your eyes, your skin is going to want to drink it up because it doesn't have the moisture there, but it's the wrong property. So it's going to make your eyes puffier. So you have to make sure that you're only using the eye products. So these hydrogel eye patches, all of that goodness soaks into your eye area. It does tend to seep upwards. So it's going to give you benefits. So it's going to work on lines, wrinkles, hydration, dark circles, the puffiness, all of that. Okay, so it's really great. It's kind of like caffeine for your eyes. So there's two ways. I use this like this when I have no makeup on and looking great and just feeling myself. But there are times where I have a really long day, or that, like, if you're going to work and maybe you're going for happy hour or you're stopping at a friend's house and you just feel tired, right? Have you ever had those tired eyes? These are super cooling on top of it. So you could put this on right over your face of makeup and it's going to wake your eyes up. It'll take down any puffiness that you might have from the day. It's also going to make you look more awake. So these are a really good thing to put in your purse if you have somewhere to go. It doesn't ruin your foundation or makeup. You just put it on, it soaks it in. The typical time that we use this for is about 20 minutes. I tend to put them on if I have a drive ahead of me. If I'm driving the kids somewhere, I can pop them on my eyes and I just put on my sunglasses and off I go. So these are the hydrogel eye patches, and these come 30 in a pack for 40. So you do get really good use out of it. So our creative girls, some people like to cut them, and they used to cut it into 2 or 3s and they put it here on their lines. You can put it over the top of your head if you want, but they're made for this area. So, but we're going to give you all the uses that we can for these types of things. Okay. So thank you, Linda, for sharing that you love your patches. I'd love to hear that. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the facial peel, because that might be something that you don't typically use. So I want to let you know what it is. So think back to what we just did. We washed and we did the physical exfoliation with the microderm. Then we did the charcoal mask. That went down a few layers and took out the excess oil and impurities. Now we have the facial peel. So this is a chemical exfoliator. So this is literally removing dead skin from the surface, but it is also going deep down into our skin to remove dead skin cells that are underneath that you can't even see. So when it's removing that, it's allowing for the fresher skin to come up and to plump up our skin. So the fresher cells will come up, and that gives you more of a plump look. That is not the only benefit of our facial peel, though. It is working on those lines and those wrinkles. It leaves your skin brighter, and it really helps with your skin tone. So if you have uneven skin tone, this is something that you definitely are going to want to use. You would only use this for 10 minutes, but it's because you can't feel it like the physical, it's hard to see. You have to use it over time. And this is really one of those things, especially for people, for women who are looking at increasing or working on their chest and their neck area. When you're using this facial revealing radiance facial peel with our lifting serum, they're like magic. So you can use either one separately, but using them together, because you're going back down deep into the layers of your skin to break the bonds, because these bonds are so tight underneath our skin. That is a gift that we all get as girls, where men, they don't have those tight bonds. But we do as women, we have tight bonds under our skin. So this is able to go down and break them apart so the fresher skin can plump up, which helps with the wrinkles, the even skin tone, dark spots. This is really great if you get dark spots on your skin. So this is going to help to reduce those. So I know someone used it with freckles. They didn't love theirs. Some girls love their freckles. So it really is just dependent on what you like. But it really is such a gem in our line, and we don't talk enough about it. So I like to call it Botox in a bottle, because you're not going anywhere. There's no risk with it. As long as you're using it a few times a week and you're sticking to that 10 minutes, because it has glycolic acid in it, you are golden. So we are almost, not quite yet, we're almost out of that time. But while we have a minute or two break, I want Barbara to come on. She's going to be jumping in just a few minutes and explaining some of the steps to you. But I want her to say hello. And if you're a guest of Barbara's, make sure you say hi. I'll make sure she can see those comments. Barbara, I want you to introduce yourself. You look so happy. She's like, my face feels great so far. And
I just have a great time doing this. I love pampering my own skin and giving it to everybody else too. But yes, I'm Barbara, and I've been building my business for 2 years now. And I'm an executive assistant at KeyBank, so I work full time, and this is what I do on the side, and I love it. And so I've done it for extra money and for the girlfriends in the group, and I just have a great time, and I've just loved it so far. So that's
I know, Barb, it's so weird because, girls, when Barbara says, I know my hair, I keep looking at my hair, girls. I'm sorry. This is just where it's going to be. When I hear Barb say that she's been doing this for 2 years, that means virtually. She started virtually almost, because the minute she started her business, and then our businesses went virtual. So she has had a little bit of both. And Barb, I've never really, I have asked you a little bit, but do you like both? Do you prefer one, or do you like that you have choices? Like, what do you think about it? It was a quick turnover.
Well, I like both. And one of the reasons I like virtual is that my friends and clients can share this and have facials and girl time that are out of town and that live in different states and live in different parts of New York. So it's been great to have that ability. And I also like the in-person too. So I see a lot of clients in person. They come to my pop-up shop at my house. And so I love to have the real connections as well. So I love it all.
I do too. And if you girls know anybody that's out of town that, maybe sometimes they've kind of been separated from their family and friends, or they had to move because of a transfer because someone in their family, or whatever the situation, or maybe someone you just haven't seen in a few years, tag them underneath. Okay. Your consultant, whether it be me or Barbara or Sarah or Tanya, whoever it is, or Carol or Lynn, whoever, they will take care of them. They'll ask them if they want to join us for something, because this is so fun, right? Like when I was a teacher, I took care of the kids. Now I take care of the mamas. So this has been so much fun. So if you know somebody from out of town that you feel would love to just have a piece of this, just to be able to get some samples and just treat themselves and treat their skin, make sure you tag them in the comments, okay? And then for those of you who are with us, tell us where you're watching from. Sarah was watching from Florida. Barbara and I are from Buffalo, New York. So tell us where you're from, because we love to see if we're stretching out across the nation. So make sure you tell us, and then we're going to pick one of the names, whether you're from close to us or far away. We're going to pick one of those names, and then we are going to I'm going to be mailing you, whether you're mine or Barbara's, doesn't make a difference. Mailing you something fun just for letting us know where you're coming from. So Wendy, I love it. Wendy's coming to us from out in New York. And then we have an East Amherst girl that's watching with us that's also in New York. So don't forget to tell us, because I'm going to pick one of those randomly and throw them in a little spinner. So, and I always like to give, I think what I think I'm going to get, I think what I think. That's what I'm going to say. I always say things. So Barbara, remind me when I forget. Linda's from Clarence. Hi, Linda. I'm going to forget. But this, just a few days ago, we had National Lash Day. So I'm going to be sending you a mascara for National Lash Day. Hi, Lynn. I'm so glad you're here. You're also here from New York. Awesome. So how much fun is that? So we are at the 10-minute mark, and I could talk all day, but I do not want your face. I don't want to peel your face off. So you need to take your warm water. If you need to grab some water, maybe you're by your sink. I want to make sure that you have time to switch it out and grab it. We are going to remove the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. If you want to leave your hydrogel eye patches on, go ahead. That is absolutely fine. I mean, when I have those babies to use on my skin, I do not waste them, but I do like to keep those on. Those are some of my favorite pieces. So we're going to take off the Revealing Radiance, because that does have glycolic acid in it, and we for surely don't want to leave that on too long. So take a nice warm washcloth and just get that off. So without my mirror, it's a little tricky, but because I'm hitting it, but I'm going to get right underneath there and get that Revealing Radiance. And you can take a nice wet cloth. If you're so lucky as to be right by your sink, then you can go ahead and just splash water all over. If you're joining us in your shower, don't tell us. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But some of you might be in your bathtub. That's okay. That's always fun. I love that you can do it. Oh, hi, Jan. Jan's joining us from Lockport. Oh, how fun. I love it. Barbara says hi to Jan. She must know her.
I know. Hi, Jan.
Okay, so I'll get all of that off. Kristen from Lancaster, which is way too far away from me. So.
And hi, Madison, if you're with Lynn.
Oh, that's right, because they're together, right? Yeah. So they were going to be together tonight. Oh, how fun. That's another thing. So if you ever decide to do a virtual beauty session with your consultant, you could have your friends over to your house, or you could have some of them there, and some of them might be out of town, some might not be able to come over, but you can bring them together in your home, and you could all have them get, have a little drink together and have fun, whether you're having tea or coffee or something else of choice. So, okay. So everybody have that off. My eye patches are still on. I'm going to leave them on because I do really love these. And I think I could I can squeeze a little bit more out of it. So I'm going to leave that on, and then you can just dry your face so we can go on to our next step. And we are more than halfway done. We have gone through the exfoliation. We are going to start hydrating, and girls, you're gonna love the last step when we put it on, because you're gonna sit in it all night long. So it's gonna be really fun. So if you have a V-neck on, or maybe you're in your bathrobe, you're gonna love, especially the hydration pieces, to go all over. But feel your face, because it should feel so super smooth. Now I know Barbara's laughing. I laugh at her laughing at me, because sometimes she's just, I know what my friends are thinking. They're like, you're crazy. So, so we're through the exfoliation. So we're going to move on to the next step. Now, for those of you who have that little sheet, okay, and you can circle, star, cross off what you don't like, just so you have like a record of what you were using. On this sheet, it does say, I'm going to look at it, it goes into the next steps and it has the nourishing oil on the bottom. That's not right. Okay, now I know you don't have a sample of the nourishing oil, but I'm going to use this first because your oils and your gels should come before your creams and your lotions and your serums. So the nourishing oil, this is a part of our natural line. This is also has a natural bacteria fighting ingredient in it. So my girls also use this when their face feels like they have a little acne on it and things because it'll fight that off. So if you are allergic to almonds, you would not want to use this because there is almond oil in here along with the other things. So this is just a great, it doesn't make your skin oily. I think our biggest misconception is that this oil or any type of hydration makes oily skin more oily. It really doesn't, okay? It is different. Putting hydration on your face is different than having oils from your pores. You need the hydration, and when you don't, what you're doing is you're forcing your skin to go into overdrive. So it's producing more oils to compensate for the lack of hydration that it's receiving, okay? So this, I love the way it smells. So great, and it soaks right in. So it's just a great little added step in our process. I won't talk any more about it because I know you don't have it, but I had to show you because that would be our next step. Okay, so put a little arrow on your sheet to know that that would come first. Then after that, we would go into the vitamin, the replenishing C plus E, and that is... This is actually one of my most favorite since I started my Mary Kay. So I started my Mary Kay business. Karen is so yummy. She wants to drink the vitamin C. So I love that, Karen. It's so true. So this is something, and I think I am the one that introduced Karen to this because I was like, this is the product. Like this is the one thing everybody should have. We can't hold on to vitamin C. So we need to apply it every single day. I use this morning and night, and I can tell when my skin doesn't get it. It is not the product that is just going to make a deep line disappear. This is an overall product that's going to make you look more youthful. That sounds so like a I don't know, like a commercial or something, but it really does. There's no other way for me to explain it except to tell you that it gives you this really great look to your skin. So I still haven't taken off my hydrogel eye patches. I'm enjoying it and I'm just working around them. So don't forget right here on this spot, and then you want to do your chest and your neck always. And you know what? Does anybody know why we go up? It's a habit now for me. Most people just go like this and they pull it down, but you really should always go up because anytime we can work against gravity, we should. We for sure should, okay? So, and just rub that all in, okay? And now, this hydration, just like our exfoliation was extreme, our hydration tonight is going to be extreme, okay? So we're going to really, our skin's going to feel so great in the morning. All right, so then we put on the C. Now, this is for this next one. I call this Spanx in a bottle. I've been calling it Spanx in a bottle. In this one, this is where, so when women come to me and they're like, I need help right here with my chest and my neck, right in this area. This is what you need. The Revealing Radiance and this together are like supercharged, okay? These are great apart, but they're supercharged together. So this is called our lifting serum. I do call it Spanx in a bottle. So you can grab out that sample if you have it right in front of you. Okay, and you're going to pump that onto your hands. Now, you know when you use Spanx, when you have to go somewhere really fun. So for all of us, I'm including myself, we don't need them all the time, right? Okay, but have you ever used Spanx and you just feel like it's all pulled up and in? That's what this lifting serum is doing. It is specifically made, you put it on your whole face, but it's specifically for this V area. So like right here from your neck up to your ears and across, even though you use it all over. And it has the properties to lift and plump your skin. So it's giving it like a little facelift. That's why I call it Spanx in a bottle, because that's what it really does. And it's amazing. I can't even understand still how it does it, but it does. And it helps to lift those jowl areas, because when we get older, your fat cells start to die underneath your skin, and then it starts to sag. So this will help to keep that plumpness in it, okay? So that was our lifting serum. Did I forget a step by any chance, Barb?
The pore minimizer.
I knew it. So because it's also a serum, we're going to put that on right now. I knew it as soon as I was talking about it. You can do the pore minimizer. Was it supposed to come last? Okay, so the pore minimizer can go on your skin. We're going to grab that. Okay, because these are all serums. Okay, the oil has to come first, but you can move forward with the serums in the order that's on your sheet. Okay. All right, the pore minimizer is going to do that. Now we just deeply exfoliated. We want to take those pores down just a tad bit. This is going to help to reduce the pore size, because now that we've physically exfoliated, we have pulled out the impurities, we've also done a chemical exfoliator, and we're hydrating. Now we're going to take those pores, and it helps to shrink them. So for as we age, it does happen as well. You may not be seeing it yet, but pores tend to get larger when you're not doing the proper exfoliation. So that's why this deep exfoliation is so nice. So you can put on your pore minimizer, okay? And then I am going to take off my patches, because I'm pretty much done. I can feel that they're getting dry. And I'm also going to put on, and for those of you who have this at home, go ahead and grab it. This is our Satin Lips Balm. So I'm going to put that on while I'm hydrating away. I figure, why not hydrate my lips too? I did the sugar scrub earlier. Sugar scrub you can just leave at home. And then you can do the balm all the time. So my sugar scrub stays at home, because you do have to rinse it off with water. Or if you're starving, you can just eat it off. And then you can do the balm with your hydration. I'm going to remove my patches as well. And then we're going to go into the finish. We're going to be finishing up with our last few steps. I love it. And then just go ahead. If you have any extra hydrogel on your skin, I know. Listen, okay, so far I'm eating the sugar scrub. Karen, a different Karen, she's going to eat the vitamin C. I'm licking my balm. Like, we're really going to be full by the time we're here. So you make sure you just dab. You don't want to ever rub. Just dab this onto your face. And Barbara is going to take us through the last few steps, because we used our skincare. So the skincare set that we sent you, it was in that strip, and we only used the cleanser so far. And the lifting serum. So now we're going to go into the last pieces of this set. And Barbara's going to talk about the night cream. We're not going to be doing the day cream today, because obviously this is a nighttime event. So go ahead, Barbara.
All right. Sounds good. Did you have this hashtag board for this as well, or not? Okay. So just I'll connect with my ladies.
Yeah, no, you can use that. You can definitely use the board to write down your notes, and to use that to take notes of what you want. Barbara's she can text you, but I figured you could use your sheet that you received, and you can star and X and heart what you love and all those things. Thank you for asking.
Of course. So we're going to finish up. This is with our Voluform or the 3D night cream. So whichever one you have, the Miracle Set or the Voluform Repair. So this is what the night treatment looks like. And it comes in a container that will prevent any bacteria from coming in. So when you do have one of these, you just press it down and then it comes out, and you just click it, and so you press it down, comes out like that, and then just push it in, and then we're going to go up and outward. This is a night treatment with the Voluform Repair one, is a night treatment with retinol. So this fights the appearance of deep lines and wrinkles. Use it on your neck too. The retinol encourages the surface cell turnover and renewal, and it supports the natural collagen, which we all want, and the elastin. And it increases the skin's moisture for 12 hours. So while you're sleeping, this is working for you. So it helps improve the signs of aging. It helps makes your skin radiant looking. The skin tone appears more smooth and even. So it's a wonderful product. So that's the value for night treatment with retinol, or your 3D night cream as well. Oh, I don't hear you.
Some of you did receive the skincare set, which was the value firm, and some of you did the other one. So if you received the Miracle Set strip, then there was no lifting serum in that one. If you received the other one, there was. So opposite of the night cream that Barb is talking about, during the day, they have a day cream. So think of it this way. Your day cream is your protective. It's like protective. It's putting on your shield of armor so you can face the environment and everything else and all the stressors in the world. At night, your night cream is correcting. It's going back into your skin and it's actually repairing damage you can't even see yet. So that's why I love it. So thank you, Barbara, for saying it is working while we're sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and definitely. And then now we're going to the eye cream, which was the last step in your strip of your samples. So take out the night cream one. You'll either have the 3D night cream or you have the Volume Repair eye cream. The Volume Repair eye cream has a nickel-plated roller on it. So this helps it. So you dab it on, and you dab it on with your sample, or you can smooth it on. And then with this renewal tip, you can just micro stimulation here, micro circulation, and it just goes on. It's wonderful. So this helps with the deep lines and wrinkles. The ingredients target those areas. It targets the sagging skin, the under eye puffiness, and the dark circles. It's a wonderful product. It fights crepiness in the dry skin area. And this nickel plated tip soothes and depuffs your eyes. And I just love this. So I kind of use a lot of it, probably a little bit more than usual, but, want to make sure I get that sagging skin and dark, deep lines,
I know, so true. We want to make sure. So girls, when we went to Mary Kay, and Barbara's never been there, so this will be her first year that she comes with us. So we do have a lot of fun when we go to Mary Kay events. We tell our husbands that they are like, we have to go. But we're like, oh my gosh, it's like going on a vacation with your girlfriend. So we were laughing because we were doing a tour of the manufacturing plant. And the guy was standing in front of the vat of product and he was like, you cannot swim in it. He's like, I've had too many people try. So I would bathe myself in this if I could. That's how much I love it. And for those of you who are thinking, okay, hydrogel eye patches or eye cream, which one do I use? Because, we always have choices of the products we use. First, always ask your consultant. We're only here to have you on a regimen that works the best for you, okay? Secondly, you can use both of those. So when you use your patches, that is a totally different product and you only use it 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so the hydrogel is different. The eye cream can be used every day. If you put your hydrogel eye patches on when you take them off, you can also you tap it in and then you put your eye cream on afterwards. So I know you girls you can't even hear me anymore because you're so excited about the way your skin feels. I just know it. But go ahead, Barbara, you can finish up. Yes. And then
I have mention with the eye cream, you just want to make sure you don't put it all the way up to your lashes because it does seep upwards and you don't want it going into your eye or anything. So that might happen. So just as a forewarning for that, just tap it in, but you don't have to go all the way up. So then our last but not least product here that we're going to use to just beautify our skin and just hold everything in is the Moisture Renewal Gel Mask. This is wonderful. So this signs of stress disappear. Your skin feels calm, purified, nourished. So just put a little dab on your fingers there, and then it instantly hydrates. So just dab it on.
Barbara, I couldn't tell him. I call this my plumper.
Oh, yes.
I do. I call it my plumper because I am a side sleeper. So go ahead.
Me too. I use it every night on my chest area, and it makes such a difference because I have those little lines there when I sleep. It's on the side, and I wake up, and it's like, oh wow! So it's much different. I'm amazed. And so this is just wonderful. It helps reduce the appearance of your pores as well as the fine lines and wrinkles. So it's a wonderful product. It has like so many benefits. You know, it instantly hydrates, it locks in the moisture, calms your skin, minimizes the pores, you know, smooths, firms. It's a wonder. It's an all-in-one type of thing.
Yeah, I call it my plumper, probably because
Yeah.
of that, that hyaluronic acid that it stimulates that within us. So, anyways, girls,
Yeah.
tell us the truth in the comments. Tell us how your skin feels. Like, it is deeply exfoliated. I'm saying deeply exfoliated. This is not a hydrosession is not something you would do every day. Absolutely not. You would need to wait time between it because of what we did tonight. But let us know how your skin feels. Take the back of your hand and let us know if you feel softer. Let us know how it looks. I wish we could see you. I wish we could see your beautiful face and the glow that you have. But I want to thank you. I know your hands are all busy. You're like, I can't comment. My hands are busy with stuff on them. I want to thank you for coming to our Hydra session because we love to do this for you as our customers. We know many of you might have a lot of these products, but it's just a different way. It's a special treat for you to use things that you already have. And for those of you who came for the first time and you're just joining Mary, just getting your first exposure to Mary Kay, be open with your consultant and let her know what you like and what you didn't like and what you're confused about, because we're not here to just come in and out of your life. We want to make sure that you are always feeling your best. And it is no coincidence that when we go to our Mary Kay events and we see the women there who are running in and loving it, in their 60s and 70s and 80s, girls, they look amazing. And the first thing they'll say is, I've been using Mary Kay since I've been 20 years old. And it shows that they've been taking care of their skin. So I did not start using it when I was that young. But it's really done wonders for my skin. I absolutely love it. And then there's one thing. So we have Barbara and Tanya and Sarah and myself and all of our consultants that we're working with. We are we have a huge challenge this week. We're actually in competition with each other. We kind of like to do things based on food. We have 2 events coming up this week. And every time you come to one of our events, of course, you are richly rewarded by learning a little bit more and gifts and being entered in multiple times for our events that we have and the prizes that we give away. But we have 2 events this week and we are in a challenge between us. We each have our numbers. Okay. So we can't tell you because Barbara wants to keep it a little secret from me and I want to keep it a little secret from her because we're going to be battling each other out. But we have 2 events. They're not product events. It is an opportunity for you to see why we fell in love with our business. And the one thing that I love about my business is sharing with other people, not because I think everybody's going to do it. I like to share it because I was willing to listen and I would have never, right? There's a whole piece to Mary Kay that you will never be exposed to if you don't listen. So Tuesday night we have one and Thursday night we have one. And so I'm going to ask for all of us, if you wouldn't mind coming to one of our 2 events so that we can count you in as one of our attendees. That we would love to have you. And we will be entering you in to the events. Will be having their own raffles and prizes right on the spot. So you're going to want to be live on those. So Barbara, the one on Tuesday is at 8:30. And the one on Thursday is at 8:00. So we will make sure that you have the link. If you have a friend that can watch, if you're one of my girls, if you have a friend. No, I'm just teasing, Barbara, for all of us. It's about the numbers, girls. We have really big numbers. So what it does for us is it's going to be giving us our next conference is coming up with Mary Kay and is going to be giving us some really high level recognition at that event and prizes. So we have some really high numbers. So we are looking for 100 women to watch these events between us. So we'll see who comes out and who has their girlfriends out there to support them. But I want to thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being our customers, because you really are the heartbeat of everything that we do. And we so appreciate it. So we Oh, thank you, Kristen. She never used these products in this order. So, yeah, it's so true. I hope your skin feels absolutely great. Thank you for taking an hour. We will be doing this again next month. So, if you have these products and you forget the order, you are welcome to come back for our March Hydra session and use them in the order, because really it's the best time to do it. So, you're welcome, Wendy. We're so glad that you were here. Thank you, Lynn, and all you girls for coming out. And we will see, well, we won't see you on those events Tuesday or Thursday, but if you can pop in, we'll see your name in the comments. So until our next time we're together, thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Good night. Enjoy your sleeping skin.